Hello and welcome back to Pratfall. Sean, guess what time it is, my friend?
Is it teaser time, Ben?
How did you know?
Oh, I know many things.
Oh yeah, it's a nice short one today. So we say this every time, but we're going to keep it short today, right? We're not going to ramble on for too long. So let's get into the trailer.
Okay, Ben. We're getting pets and we've seen them, and we're getting dogs and you can rub them, Ben, and you can do all sorts, Ben.
You can rub them.
Maybe that's the wrong word.
Well, we certainly have dogs on the way, don't we?
We do, yes.
Mate, they're adorable. Look at them.
They are, yeah. And the baby little sheep goat thing.
The baby sheep goat. I think that is a goat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a... You okay today, man?
Maybe I'm just very excited, Ben.
Yeah, baby. First look at dogs, obviously. The goats, and then we've got the chicken as well, which...
I didn't expect chickens to be pets.
That...
I mean,
yeah, are those...
you're obviously going to be able to breed them, right? But...
Yeah. Are those the same ones you can find in, like, the Kinderways and stuff?
I think so, yeah. They certainly look exactly the same.
Yeah, okay. So we've already got goats and the chickens in the game. The dogs are new, obviously. So how do we think this is going to work, man?
It's tough to say, isn't it? Because, you know, it depends how in depth they've gone with it. Because personally, I'd literally just be happy with it just being what we see in the trailer. You know, dogs wandered around just to make your town feel a bit more lived in. You know, you can pet them and stuff like that. Like, I'd be happy with that being it. But there could definitely be more to it. Like, the first thing I noticed, well, I didn't even notice it. It was actually pointed out by the lovely Thunders in our Discord. Do we hear someone say heal?
He says something, and I don't recognize the voice. I don't know about you, but as far as the NPCs go, I think that might be a townsfolk person.
Yeah, sure. But you know, if it is someone saying heal, potentially there's certain orders you could give them, or teaching them tricks or something, which would be a lot of fun.
Oh, tricks, man, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So the farm animals, I think, we can obviously breed them. We get like eggs from them and furs and whatever. But then you'll have the pets like the dogs and the cats, and they are just essentially townsfolk, right? They just wander around the town. Like goats and chickens confined to these pens, and then you have dogs just doing whatever the dog wants to do. That's how I think they'll do it. I can't imagine we're going to be able to breed dogs, but who knows?
No. It also seems potentially like there will be just one breed of dog, which again, I'm actually completely okay with. I'm just glad we're getting them.
Yeah, I think that's fine. In terms of how we will obtain the dogs, I mean, again, the goats and stuff, presumably we're just going to sort of herd them back to our base. But with the dogs, do you think it would work in a similar way?
Yeah. I mean, we have assumed that, you know, you get the townsfolk, you rescue them in a similar way to you do the NPCs, right? And just bring them back to your base. It could be a similar thing with the dogs and stuff. That you find them out in the world, and once you've got them, you can then sort of like place them or bring them into your base. And you know, another way that could potentially work is they just ambiently spawn and wander through your base, and then you have an opportunity to approach them and tame them.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's interesting though. I'm interested to see if there'll be a cap on how many you can have. You know, if there's like set ones that exist in the world. Sure,
like specific dogs that you can find, but once you've got them all, like that's it sort of thing. One thing I also noticed is they seem to have, and this goes both for the farming animals and the pets, they seem to have what I assume are placeable beds that you can place, and that will be where they go to sleep. So we can see the dog bed, and then we can see like a patch of hay for the goats.
Where's
and
the dog bed?
It's right near the start. You can see it sitting in a dog bed.
Oh, he is in a bed, isn't he?
Yeah, he's chilling in a little dog bed.
Wait, I didn't even clock that.
And then I think when you see the chicken, there's a smaller version of what you see the goat lying on that I assume is the chicken's bed. So it looks like all the sort of animals that we see featured in this teaser have some kind of placeable bed that they will go to and sort of sit down and rest at, which again is a really nice detail.
So when you pet them, the hearts obviously pop up.
Yes, I wanted to ask you about this.
Yeah.
Do you have any theories? I've got a few ideas, but I'd like to hear what you think.
See, I kind of do, but it only pertains to the farm animals.
Okay, sure.
So I think potentially two things. So you could have like happiness levels amongst the animals, right?
Yeah.
Take a chicken, for example. So you pet the chicken, the happiness level goes up a bit, and then maybe you get faster egg production, right?
Sure.
Or like more furs from goats and whatever. That's kind of what I would assume. I know there's been a lot of games with like similar mechanics to that, so that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
And then potentially a player buff?
Yeah, I got both of those. I got as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I don't know, made friends with dog plus 20 stamina for 10 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, or, constitution or something. Yeah, some positive buff. I also think potentially that could be the way. This is my least sort of prominent theory in my mind, but I think potentially that could be how you trigger them to breed. So the reason I say that is because the sort of hearts that appear are similar to, for example, in Minecraft, when you give certain animals certain food, you get hearts around them, and that's when they're how you enable breeding, basically.
That's a good point. Yeah, there's a lot of games with that mechanic, so I would imagine you're right on that, yeah.
It's definitely possible, but you obviously touched on sort of like the happiness levels of the farm animals. I had the same idea, but sort of framed in a slightly different way. So I put increasing your relationship with the animal. So the way this might work with the dogs compared to the farm animals, like you say, with the actual farm animals, it might increase the efficiency of whatever resource they're giving you. But with the pets, I don't quite know what increasing your relationship with them could do. It might make them just want to be around you more when you're in your base. And to be fair, if it does work like that, in that you can increase your relationship with the pets, could that be similar to how it might work with townsfolk? Might they have a happiness meter that you can increase by interacting with them or making them live in the sort of environment that they want to live, and stuff like that?
Maybe, yeah. I hadn't even thought about that. I guess it could work similarly for pets and townsfolk, couldn't it?
Yeah. Because I think there'll be similar systems regardless, with their own distinctions, obviously. Do you think we'll be able to name them?
Yeah, I think so.
I hope so. That'd be cool. Even if that's not implemented immediately, I definitely think that will be on the way.
I would be surprised if the update doesn't come out with that.
Yeah, and all it does is add a bit of uniqueness to your world, having like your own pet with its own unique name and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they've confirmed cats as well. I don't remember where I saw that. It may have been in the comments of the video, actually.
Yeah, I think cats will also be on the way. Interesting that they've not shown them off, though.
Yeah, well, I've just checked. Enshrouded do have a pinned comment in that video about cats. So,
okay.
Cats are definitely, yeah, which even more strange that they haven't put them in the video, but it could be another teaser, I guess. We might have a few more on the way.
Yeah, I mean, these little details that they're implementing now is just going to add so much to the game.
Yeah, it's going to feel like a whole different game, I think, especially when you build in. Like, you've got the weather system, you've got the townsfolk, you've got the pets.
Oh, I'm so excited, Ben. I can't wait. I want them to drop it now.
Yeah, baby. But then we don't get these juicy teasers, do we?
Oh, it is good. It's a very enjoyable experience, like seeing these little teasers as we go, as we inch closer towards the release date.
Absolutely. Right, we're not going to keep you any longer because we did promise them, Sean, that it's going to be a short video today.
We did.
So, thank you for watching, and we will catch you for the next teaser.
Bye, guys.